How goes it? I've heard there's some important information to steal today.
Here's what you can expect. We'll start
New
with the
Val
trailer for
skills.
Crucible,
Fuck yes, I love
followed
Val
by a
skills.
deep dive on the League itself. Then we'll cover this expansion's endgame improvements, including the introduction of Atlas gateways and revamps of both
Crucible
Breach
boss
and Abyss
kill
leagues,
event.
Wilderness, and some of the new unique items you can build around.
SSF
After that,
hardcore
we'll
it
cover
is.
improvements to the Ruthless game mode and the League launch boss kill event, before diving into the new supporter pack series. The livestream will then conclude with a Q&A session between Ziggy D and me, where we'll answer questions from Twitch chat. After the livestream, we'll drop the full patch.
Did he
notes.
name drop Sabo for the Ascendancy class?
I'm in danger.
Sabo's like fine on the trap side, but the mine side sucks.
The molten surface of
I was there a Cyclone cock on screen when they're talking about Sabo. What are they doing to Sabo? Poor Glad. Glad doesn't need an Ascendancy rework, it just needs bleed to have it. It just needs to do more damage.
This can include ones on your alternate weapon swap if you want to improve one you're not currently using. After selecting a weapon,
That's so good.
you channel it at the Crucible Forge to spawn monsters. The longer you channel for, the more dangerous and rewarding the encounter becomes. As
Oh,
you spawn
we're
additional
dead.
monsters, they combine together to create large. This is a map-like item that grants access to the Forge of the Titans, the culmination of your Crucible journey. These
Unmodifiable,
primeval
you
remnants
fucker.
always generate as rare items. Half of their mods are upsides and half are downsides.
Players cannot
The
suppress spell
upsides
damage.
generally increase the rewards of the area or add special crafting options. For
100%
example,
more
causing
damage,
monsters to drop
fucker.
divination cards or magmatic ore, a form of tradable itemized Crucible tree experience. Poppy, getting a good Crucible tree on a unique weapon makes it insanely valuable. It may also raise the trade
What?
value of all
But
unique weapons by
then you're
quite
using a
lot,
unique
as players
weapon
sacrifice
instead of a
them to try
rare.
to create perfect Crucible trees. Sell to vendors for a specific item in addition to its regular sale price. These vendor skills usually occur relatively deeply in the
No!
tree, so take some effort to
Yes!
allocate, but usually don't block skill choices you'd make when leveling the item up for use. The
Defiance!
presence of these skills presents you with an... There are several other unique items exclusive to Crucible for you to
Look
discover.
at all the
in this league.
1C.
To solve this, Path of Exile Crucible introduces Atlas gateways. These are nodes that you can allocate on the Atlas tree
That
that
is
allow
fucking
instant
sick.
travel between two locations. There are 3 pairs of gateways, each allowing travel from the left side of the tree to the right side, or vice versa.
That is actually so
Each
sick.
end of the gateway sleeve breaches felt pretty good early on,
How
but
much
quickly
more
tapered
rare
off in density
blessings?
to the point
It's
where you
kinda
wanted to
spooky.
abandon the breach. Let's look at an example.
It sells
the life
life.
mastery choices. You
Yo,
can see
that's
some of the
huge.
interesting new options, such as the ability to manipulate your low life
We lost
and full
10%
life
life, though.
thresholds, which allows you to more effectively use the damage while on full life support gem and many unique items.
Actually really sick.
Here you can see the armor and energy shield mastery has more
Your
options
vitality
available
reserve is
than
going.
before. The other thing we focused on with this one is tying the mechanics together better. Instead of some being about armor and some
Is
being
the
about
chaos?
energy shield, we've tried to make sure each really emphasizes having both armor and energy shield.
Fuck, I was still
On the
reading.
Leech Mastery, we've
Yo,
combined the
10%
3
instant?
increased life, mana, and energy shield recovery stats into one choice that affects all of them. The Spell Suppression Mastery
25%
also
more
has many
damage?
interesting options. There is now a new mastery called Recovery.
Where's the chaos hearts in this?
We've also added more capacity for investment in certain mechanics that we felt could be improved, such as link skills, stun mitigation, and
That's
marks.
good.
These mastery improvements and passive tree changes are just some of the ones introduced in Path of Exile
Oh,
Crucible.
fuck.
We look forward to your feedback on the rest when you check out the passive skill tree next week.
One extra proj. Yo.
While going through Ascendancy
T-shot,
classes, we
league
identified 2
start.
that needed work. This they changed in Path of Exile Crucible. These changes
Significantly.
reinforce their respective identities while adding some new options to build around. This notable also makes your enemies have longer cooldowns, which can be useful in certain boss fights.
Oh, fuck
For
that.
example,
That's gonna break the
causing
game.
Maven's memory game to occur less often. The Perfect Crime notable passive summons 2 trigger bots, which override the location of where a triggered spell is being cast, and instead causes it to trigger twice, once from each of their locations.
That's really cool. There's gonna be some
layout
sick
for the
Sabo
Saboteur's
builds.
trap
I
and
can't
mine
wait.
Ascendancy passives has changed, so that there aren't separate 4-pointers for traps and mines. Path of Exile Crucible introduces 9 new Val skills. Last expansion,
Oh, I'm so
there was
excited
an
for these.
emphasis
I
on
fucking
melee
love Val skills that are good.
In Crucible, we're making sure that many other types of builds get new skills to build around. Val Absolution upgrades one of your Sentinels of Absolution into an Apparition
Into
of Innocence.
innocence?
Val Arctic Armor instantly encases you in ice, preventing non-instant actions including movement, but granting massive damage
How
reduction
much
against
DR?
hits.
How much? Give
After
me a
a short
number.
duration, it also starts to regenerate your energy shield and mana at a fast rate. Both the damage
Yo, it's
reduction and
fucking Ice
regeneration
Fog.
last for a few seconds, or until you have been hit 3 times. It cannot be manually cancelled. Because the skill is instant, it's a great emergency button against dangerous boss
That's a lot of
fights.
DR.
It also makes you count as being frozen, despite Arctic armor normally making you freeze immune. Val Lightning Arrow fires a barrage of piercing projectiles that cause lightning to strike nearby targets whenever they hit an enemy. After a short amount of time, or when they collide with terrain,
I wonder
the
if it does
arrows
enough single
randomly
target
change
damage.
direction and continue flying. This occurs a number of times before
Like,
the arrows expire.
lightning arrow needs single target.
Each
That's what it
arrow
needs.
can hit the same target
It already
once
has
per
insane clear.
redirect. Val Reap conjures a ring of
Reap!
scythes that deal damage to all enemies in a circular area. The scythes leave behind a pool of blood that deals heavy physical damage over time to enemies standing in it, and for a short duration after they leave it. Val Reap instantly grants a large number of the blood charges used by normal Reap on use, as well as temporarily higher maximum blood charge capacity, substantially powering up the regular version of the skill. Path
Bizdot?
of Exile Crucible introduces 5
I think
other
we're
Val
starting
skills
Bizdot.
we'll reveal over the next week.
That could
Val
be fun.
Animate Weapon, Val Domination, Val Ice Shot, Val Rejuvenation Totem, and Val Firestorm.
Val Firestorm also might be insane.
Blood Price is a unique helmet that has a new effect, reserving enemy maximum life.
Wait, that's illegal.
This
That's
does exactly
not
what it
legal.
implies. Ruthless is a game mode that we released alongside the Sanctum expansion late last year. It's designed around extreme item scarcity. Like we've done in the past, we're hosting
more
a
skills.
boss kill event at the start of the Crucible Challenge League. It'll be held in Ruthless Hardcore Solo Self.
Oh, it is
require you to
Ruthless!
kill both the Uber Searing Exarch and the Uber Eater of Worlds, making it by far the hardest event we have ever run. The first place winner will get to work with our design team to add a new unique item to Path of
Oh,
Exile.
fuck.
It'll also receive a while tickets
I
to
don't
the
know if I'm
in-person
doing that,
event
I'll
are
be
very
real.
hard to get.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
All 4 qualifiers in the final event will be run on the 321 version of Path of Exile, which has received a fair amount of early game balance work that will change the racing meta quite a lot.
Who did that?
You'll be able to read more in the patch
Who
notes.
picked that?
These are hideout decorations that you can place to show off sets of microtransactions you have assembled. You can equip them with your spare micros and pose them in various ways.
I need a lot
It's
of
also
those.
possible to
I need
swap
like
your
10 of
entire
those.
outfit with the mannequins one, which lets you easily store micro sets to be retrieved later.
Is it swap or? Oh, that's actually amazing. Take my money.
Other new
Take it.
microtransactions come. The Tunnel Bear isn't just adorable, he will also take the place of the Crawler in Delves, lighting your surroundings and laying down cables.
Please buff Delve so I
Apparently,
can
this is
buy
what
this some
happens when your
checks.
bear
He's so peppy, I'm gonna die!
Go forth and
Their
conquer.
dex is pretty next level. I mean, it's how they make
Ever
money,
want
so.
to practice running away from volatiles?
Yo,
The gunpowder
do
foot
bombs.
attachment straps explosives to your legs.
I need more mana.
Drinking from the bottled Storm Jade
That one's
flask
gonna cost a
encases
lot.
you in a surging If you've ever wanted to remind your character who's really in charge, the Puppeteer's back attachment has you covered. It truly is the sinister presence pulling the strings.
That's me.
These new packs are available right now at pathofexile.com/purchase.